USC Spring Game is in the books, 34-27. No surprise, we expected the offense to come out on top of this one, but big story coming in. Of course, the reason we are here on ESPN is Lincoln Riley, the new head coach of USC, trying to usher in a new era. Caleb Williams, the star quarterback, with a numerous amount of transfers that came over to USC with Lincoln Riley. As we welcome back Robert Griffin III and Joey Galloway. And gentlemen, this is how we tease this game. It's the Lincoln Riley start. It's the Caleb Williams show, and it's going to have to be all of the transfers that are going to step up this year for USC. And Joey, we saw that early with the relationship that Caleb has with this receiver, Mario Williams.
Caleb started this game off 9 for 9, and I think anybody that turned on this TV today or was in this stadium was looking to see what Lincoln Riley's offense looks like with Caleb Williams in a USC Trojan uniform. Well, he went 9 for 9 to start. It made it look real easy, so you're pretty excited about what he did and his connection with Mario Williams coming also from Oklahoma. You can see how well those two play together and how easily they made this offense look moving the ball up and down the field.
Yeah, now of course we know it's the spring game. They're not going to show all the bells and whistles, but you got to see a glimpse of how hard Caleb Williams has worked in the offseason to go through his progressions and only use his legs when he has to. But this roster is going to be different than any other in school history and probably around the country with how much turnover they've had using the transfer portal, but they're trying to do everything they can to bring USC back to prominence.
And guys, for Lincoln to get this thing going, we had talked about how important it was for him to have some familiarity, a quarterback to run his offense. He got his guy from last year to come over with him, but it's also equally important for Caleb to be comfortable with his receivers, and early on, we saw that chemistry with Mario Williams with a couple of touchdowns early, Joe.
Yeah, and you can see as you watch this offense and watch Caleb Williams give a lot of hand signals out to his receivers, and I talked to him at the halftime, as you want to call it, and he told me that the entire playbook is open to him when he comes to the line of scrimmage, and you can see his connection to Mario Williams in his situation. Gives him a hand signal, let's run a fade, let's complete it, and let's head to the sideline. That confidence in what they're doing is very impressive.
And Austin Jones, Travis Dye, a couple of other players, Robert, they're excited about.
Yes, they are. Travis Dye is a guy I've said has no swag, right? He doesn't wear any gloves, no armbands, but he does everything you want from a running back on the football field. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, motion him out, have him run routes for you. And Austin Jones is a guy that all the coaches have been raving about all spring. They say you might not know this transfer from Stanford, but you will by the end of the year.
Joey, realistic expectations. If we're being honest and fair about the Pac-12, it has not been one of the best leagues in the country. They haven't been good. They haven't sent the team to the playoff since 2017 when Washington was there. So this is a very winnable situation immediately for Lincoln Riley in his first year in the Pac-12.
You know what, I think when you look at the Pac-12, there's not one team that is dominant in this league. Obviously, Oregon has had some success, and so Utah's another team you keep your eye on. They've been very good in the past few years, but nobody has taken over as that #1 team. That used to be USC. That's why you go get Lincoln Riley, to get back to what you used to do in the past. And so in their second game of the season, they get a chance to play Stanford. That'll be their chance to make their first statement about USC and where they stand in the Pac-12.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.